Today, the individual who caused you so much pain will have to deal with public karma. Don't look away, my darling child, because what's going to happen will make your soul rise and your heart tremble. Heaven has been waiting to unveil this moment, so don't miss it. The world is going to witness what the person who broke you and abandoned you in silence is trying to conceal. They are on the verge of their own demise. The energy they previously used to destroy you is turning against them like an uncontrollable storm, their falsehoods are crumbling, and their mask is sliding. Screens are lighting up, whispers are already moving, and karma has started its slow, unstoppable march toward them, even if you may not be able to see it yet. There is something enormous in store for you. Continue to the very end. They chuckled as if they had won, but you were the one who sobbed softly and held your breath. However, fate was documenting everything, their conceit, their deceit, and their brutal silence, and now the stage is prepared for justice that will be witnessed by a large number of people. Their truth will now be seen by the same people who fell for their lies. The reveal begins now, so don't skip. The public is about to see the collision of their covert communications, their covert activities, and the false narratives they propagate. Words will travel, screens will flare, and their name will reverberate in unexpected places. This is divine order, not retaliation. To get blessing 333, type Amen. Your tears were never in vain, my dear kid. For their exposure, they served as seeds. Every quiet night you wept turned into a candle illuminating the way to their demise. The same energy that degraded you is now encircling them, gradually destroying their reputation. Someone is already whispering about what they did to you someplace right now, so don't skip. The truth is spreading like wildfire, their friends are abandoning them, and the individuals they attempted to impress are beginning to mistrust them. The universe is rewriting the story so that you are on the throne of serenity and they are in the limelight of consequences. After betraying your trust, do you recall how they grinned? Tonight, that smile will disappear. There will be an unavoidable public statement, call-out, or moment of exposure. They will be betrayed by their own words. There is something enormous in store for you. Not only is justice on the horizon, but revelation as well. What heaven has already determined will be confirmed by an internet post, message, or moment. They've lost their pride. To get blessing 444, type Amen. The time for quiet pain is over, declares Archangel Michael. Your name will be restored and their shadow will shrink in front of many eyes. The divine has been patient, allowing them to think that their deeds were invisible, but now the truth cannot be concealed. Avoid skipping. Karma's hands are already at work. They'll make an effort to appear normal and grin as if nothing had happened, but panic is seeping into their chest. People around them may sense the screaming of their own guilt. They will see their own quivering voice on the same stage where they used to make fun of you. Heaven is balancing, not punishing, my dear kid. The anguish they inflicted on you is now going back to its original source, and the damage they caused was documented in golden ink. It's divine timing, this is no longer your war. Continue to the very end. Because something unexpected is going to happen in a short period. A public gaffe, an unexpected confrontation, or an epiphany that transforms everything. And when karma takes over, you will at last witness what serenity looks like. To get blessing 555, type Amen. This is when things start to work in your favor, so don't skip it, my dear child. They pretended to be the victim while you bore the consequences of their errors for far too long. However, the stark and indisputable truth is about to speak. Someone significant will advocate on your behalf. Someone who remained silent while witnessing everything will eventually speak up. That one revelation will be the last blow that reveals everything they attempted to conceal, and their silence will come to an end. There is something enormous in store for you. At last, the person who hurt you will realize that others are staring at them with bewilderment and condemnation. Like a mirror of disgrace, every myth they propagate will turn back. Signs, delayed messages, repeating numbers, and oddly replayed faces in dreams are all things you'll notice. These don't happen by accident. They are indicators of the active and irrepressible balance of heaven. To receive blessing 777, type Amen. Avoid skipping. Let them face their own truth, declares Archangel Michael. You have a tall posture. Now is not the time to exact revenge. Now is the time to observe. The same cosmos that saw you cry is now standing up for you. They will have to deal with unanswerable inquiries, unavoidable times, and shame that they can't cover up with a smile. Their name will reverberate in the hushed murmurs of truth at last, not in praise. Your job is to observe, not to fight, my dear child. To take a breath. To ascend. In before of your eyes, the power that caused you pain is vanishing. The fire that consumes them is their own deeds. Continue to the very end. Because you will soon receive a surprise communication from someone you never anticipated, confirming that everything you endured is now being avenged in perfect timing. To receive blessing 888, type Amen. This is where everything changes, so don't skip. You're shining in ways people can't handle, not just getting by. Every positive development in your life will serve as a reminder to them of what they lost when they prioritized pride over reality. Not only will their public karma be humiliation, but it will also be a loss of tranquility. As their own base crumbles, they will watch you soar. They will now be shunned by the same individuals they attempted to impress. You will soon experience a surprising calmness, as if a heavy stone has finally left your chest, as the same circle that made fun of your silence suddenly whispers, "They were wrong all along." That indicates that the shift has taken place. The light is now on your side, and the roles have been reversed. Avoid skipping. The disclosure is nearly finished. The divine never forgets, but it does not hurry. The spotlight they once exploited against you is where their tale is coming to an end. To receive blessing 999, type Amen. The clouds are changing, and tonight is the start of your new chapter, says Archangel Michael, now rise. You are putting yourself in front of those who will cherish, defend, and respect your heart. The person who once wronged you will see you shining, not in retaliation, but in triumph. It will be too late for them to see that you were never their adversary. They were blessed with you. And they will always be reminded of the lesson of losing you. Avoid skipping. This is your indication that justice has already started. They're losing their mask. Their remarks are backfiring. The truth has selected you to be its witness as their pride is being exposed in public. This is the rising following your stillness, so stay until the very end. Karma turned the spotlight when heaven shouted, "Enough." and the instant your tranquility came back. To receive blessing 1111, type Amen. Don't even consider scrolling right now, my little child. Heaven won't allow you to miss the last act because you've been waiting too long for this truth to come to light. The world will witness the person who caused you so much pain now standing in the storm they caused, and they will be held accountable for their actions. Their serene expression has vanished. Their self-assurance has given way to uncertainty. A phone ringing in an inappropriate tone, a text message spilling out, or a friend ceasing to respond are all signs that something is slipping. They will be completely shaken by what is going to happen next, so don't skip. The lips that disseminated false information about you are now shaking from exposure. Conversations, screenshots, and witnesses are all lining up in a miraculous order. Heaven never moves early or late, thus the timing is ideal. When their mask is at its weakest, it moves. There is something enormous in store for you. An unexpected message, evidence that karma has finally reached their door, is about to be delivered to you. Without realizing you were involved in the narrative, a friend, coworker, or even complete stranger will mention their name and what they did. To receive blessing 1212, type Amen. The moment of truth is coming sooner than they realize, so don't miss it. They are now surrounded like a mirror by the energy they used to control you. Their charisma is waning, and their phony grins are no longer effective. Their lies are not as dazzling as the light of truth. One day, they'll wake up and notice that something has changed. No calls, no focus, no appreciation. The people they depended on are stepping back in silence. The very universe they created via deceit is beginning to fall apart. You don't have to do anything, my dear child. This is no longer your war. It's the equilibrium of heaven. Their demise will not be concealed but rather made public. They will now be cursed by every lie they have told. Every lie they tell will turn into a confession. There is something enormous in store for you. One day, someone will send you a video, a snapshot, or an account of their unexpected humiliation. When you gaze at it, you'll grin with serenity rather than hatred. Because you will know that justice came when it was supposed to. To receive blessing 1313, type Amen. Don't skip because Archangel Michael says, you've already won, even if you can't see it yet. The source of their exposure was the suffering you bore. The reality grew louder the more they attempted to conceal it. They are now plummeting more forcefully the higher they feigned to stand. Even though you had every right to scream, you remained calm. When they misrepresented your account, you remained silent. Heaven, however, was never quiet. Every tear you wept in silence was a call that was stored in God's memory, and the answer has come now. A spontaneous disagreement, a public post, or an unexpected confession from a close friend or relative are all occurring in their immediate vicinity. Their deceptions are no longer secure. Their terror starts when the people who formerly trusted them start to doubt them. They will attempt to get in touch with you shortly, so stay until the very end. They will claim that there was a misunderstanding. They'll place the blame elsewhere. Don't be fooled by their attempts to appear innocent. They don't regret their panic. It's exposing under the mask of feeling. To receive blessing 1414, type Amen. This is when the tables completely turn, so don't skip. A new vibration of serenity, clarity, and quiet triumph is upon you. Your name will start to climb as theirs starts to decline. The world that disregarded your suffering will soon respect your fortitude. The supernatural is working on a substitute blessing for you that will drown out all the voices that made fun of you. Your light will no longer be obscured by the shadow of betrayal, new doors will open, and new people will take over. Karma discloses rather than destroys, my dear child. Who was actually supposed to stick by your side is finally becoming clear. The guy who broke you taught heaven, who is deserving of your elevation. There is something enormous in store for you. You'll receive an unexpected sign, a call, a coincidence, or an opportunity that confirms your new season has begun on the same day you witness their exposure. To receive blessing 1515, type Amen. Don't skip because heaven was rewriting your story just when you thought it was coming to an end. They believed they had triumphed because you remained mute, yet your silence ultimately proved to be their undoing. In front of everyone, every lie they said behind your back is now reverberating around them. The world will perceive the truth through the gaps in their own statements, not through yours. When someone in a position of authority publicly calls them out, their confidence will evaporate. The truth is no longer whispered. Destiny itself is shouting it out. It will happen abruptly, my little child. You'll experience a change, a surge of relief in your chest, as if a burdensome object has vanished. You'll know that karma has finished its task at that point. The restoration of your tranquility is their downfall. Continue to the very end. Because you are about to enter the season when all that you have lost will be multiplied and returned. Your vitality, your reputation, and your tranquility are all returning with greater vigor than before. To receive blessing 1616, type Amen. Don't skip, according to Archangel Michael, justice doesn't knock. It enters. The evidence that heaven doesn't forget is their public karma. The person who used to walk over your heart will now face unavoidable lessons. They will be exposed by their own words. They will be betrayed by their conduct. Since truth has no allegiance to lies, even those closest to them will start to remove themselves. The populace that previously supported them will now see who they really are. This is the quiet before your marvel, my dear kid. Don't rejoice when their truth is revealed. Simply grin. Something enormous is in store for you since the universe has already made you an example of grace in the face of betrayal. Before the end of this week, a name, a sound, or a message will emerge. It will be an indication that your story has changed and that balance has been reached. To receive blessing 1717, type Amen. Avoid skipping. The narrative concludes with release rather than retribution. When they broke you, you were a different person. In ways others cannot even comprehend, you are more intelligent, powerful, and radiant. Watching your tranquility blossom as they lose theirs is their punishment. They will soon see that you were the true victim, not their reputation. Their regret will burn more deeply than any exposure, and they will witness your name increase, your light grow, and your benefits multiply. In its purest form, that is public karma. Heaven's justice is perfect, my dear kid. You don't have to do anything. You already have the work done for you by the truth. The heavenly repair that will follow will be so potent that even those who questioned you will silently apologize. Your peace has just begun to climb, so stay until the very end. This is the time of open blessings and silent marvels. Your breakthrough will be seen by the same world that witnessed your suffering. To receive blessing 1818, type Amen. Let go, advises Archangel Michael. Observe. Get up. Under the light of heaven, the person who caused you so much pain will have to face the consequences of their actions. Your chapter of peace begins tonight, while their chapter of lies is over. What they did does not define you. How you overcame it defines you. Your energy is untouchable, and the light that now envelopes you is unstoppable. What heaven has already written in your favor cannot be taken by anyone. This message was sent to you for a purpose, so don't ignore it. A shift will start before the following sunrise. Observe how the truth emerges, how harmony reappears, and how all injustice eventually finds equilibrium. My dear child, this is not the end. It's a fresh start for you. Your crown will gleam on the day their mask slips. The world will see who you really are this time. To receive blessing 1919, type Amen. Stay right here, my darling child. Don't miss it, because what you're going to hear are the precise indications that heaven will send before karma manifests itself in public. These indicators are not arbitrary. They serve as affirmations that the cycle of suffering is coming to an end and that the truth is moving in your favor. Your body will be the first to feel it. The previous heaviness will give way to a profound serenity. One day you'll wake up and find that you don't give a damn about what others think. That tranquility is not nothingness. Then, little coincidences will start to show up. It's heaven whispering, it's done. Someone will suddenly bring them up, or you'll hear their name in unexpected places. It won't hurt this time, though. It will sound far away, like a memory that is no longer your own. You'll be able to tell when the energy is changing in this way. Avoid skipping. There is something enormous in store for you. Their surroundings will begin to respond differently. Once supportive people will abruptly become aloof. People that fall for their lies will start to doubt everything. To receive blessing 2020, type Amen. According to Archangel Michael, when truth begins to rise, silence speaks louder than words. The person who wronged you will start to notice the silence, unanswered texts, unanswered calls, and waning attention. That is the beginning of heavenly exposure. Chaos is not necessary. It travels powerfully but silently. Heaven wants you to feel guided to do nothing. Because truth does the walking when you remain motionless. Karma speaks for you when you maintain your composure. This is the work of heavenly order. You may see their posts, their grins, and their faux confidence, my dear child. Avoid being duped. On the surface, all you see is a mask that is attempting to keep itself together before it shatters. Their tranquility has vanished inside. Avoid skipping. Something unexpected. An fight, a revelation, or a message that alters people's perceptions of them, will occur in a matter of days. Although it won't originate from you, it will fully defend you. To receive blessing 2121, type Amen. There is no warning when heaven chooses to administer justice, my dear child. It strikes like lightning. All of a sudden, everything changes. You'll sense an inner knowledge when you hear their name being discussed in a room. It's this. Someone significant will come forward and reveal the truth they previously concealed. A friend, coworker, or even a stranger who witnessed everything could be the person you never anticipated. Like light breaking through clouds, the truth will emerge. Avoid skipping. The energy surrounding you will begin to feel lighter, as though unseen bonds have been released. You'll know you're free of their energies at that point. You are no longer bound by their karma since heaven has freed you. Continue to the very end. Because you'll soon see something that proves it all, a public moment when their mask finally comes off and their truth is revealed to the world. To receive blessing 2222, type Amen. This next section is precious, so don't skip it. Their downfall is a part of your elevation as you enter your glow-up age. Heaven is aligning, not punishing. The findings of the divine test that the person who injured you participated in are now being read out loud. They will be humiliated in public by consequences rather than cruelty.